Hey guys, so welcome to another video. Now unfortunately I couldn't get Argo CD to work. I think it was an issue with the connection and such, but I will have to resolve that. So for now I will be integrating Prometheus and Grafana instead. So in this video we will go back to using the Terraform Kubernetes directory, and I will show you how to use both Prometheus and Grafana. So let's not waste any time, let's get to it. Alright, let's get started. So before we begin, I want to show you that I have the Raspberry Pi all set up. I have enabled PyGPIO again, and I'm in the Terraform Kubernetes directory again. Now don't worry about this, I will explain what this means, but for now I want to show you the things we're going to need. So let's go to the playbooks we're going to need first. So we're going to need Prometheus. Now I've already installed Prometheus here, so we're going to use this. Now this will port forward Prometheus at port 9090, specifically the service Prometheus Cube Prometheus Prometheus. Now I actually ran this earlier here, you can see in the terminal. Let me open it for you guys. So I ran it here just to test it, and it still works, so we'll be testing that as well. Then we will need Grafana. This is for our dashboard. So as you can see, we're going to use Prometheus Grafana 3000. So we'll be using that. And we also need to use the dashboard. Now this is a JSON file, and I'm going to show you what it looks like here. So as you'll see, it opens on Firefox, but basically this is our dashboard. I'm not going to be able to explain everything here, but basically this will create our dashboard for us. Now I will cover the dashboard itself once we get to building it. So the only thing you need to know is that we will be using this on Grafana, and I'll also show you again how to use Grafana, but other than that, that's all we're going to need. So for now we just need Grafana and Prometheus. Argo CD, I will worry about it once I get it fixed, but for now let's re-add our cluster. So let's do everything now. So we'll do Terraform init again. Okay, so we'll do Terraform validate just to make sure everything is good. Okay, so Terraform plan, just make sure everything works. Okay, then Terraform apply. We'll wait for it to run. We'll put yes, and then it should be able to run everything again. Okay, so next thing we need to do is make sure everything works. So we'll go to kubectl get deploy just to make sure everything's working. Let's do kubectl get svc just to make sure. And let's make sure get po. Okay, so the deploy kind of doesn't be running. Okay, now it's running. So as you can see, it wasn't ready yet, but now it's ready to go. So the pod is running, the deployment is running, the service is running, but let's check the service monitor. So we'll do this, and then ring, and there it is. So service monitor, we need it for our monitoring. I've covered this in a previous series. I will link the previous series in the description so you guys can check it out. So I will link the Ansible and the original series so you guys can watch the playlist before you get to this. All right. Now I forgot to mention, we will also need in our playbook Kubernetes. So we're going to need this first. So let's actually go to the terminal here. We're going to create a new terminal, and we're going to make sure, since this is our initial setup, we're going to make sure that everything is working perfectly. So we'll do ls, so we'll do Ansible playbook port forward to make sure it's working. Okay, so now what we need to do is we'll go to localhost 5000. Okay, so let's do an initial setup here. I have the LED with me, and everything is working. Great. So the application is working just fine. I'm going to shrink this for a bit. So we have the service working, but I'm going to show you from the playbook. So I'm going to get the other terminal. Let me get another tab. So I'm going to go to CD Prometheus, and we're going to go to Ansible playbook Prometheus.yaml. Okay, so we'll go to localhost 9090. Sorry, 9090. And here it is. So we'll go to status. So let me just open this. So we'll go to target health, just to make sure everything's working. And go all the way down, and here it is. I know it's hard to see, but let me turn on dark theme. So as you can see, it says service monitoring, YouTube Terraform, and it has the container YouTube Terraform, and the namespace is default. And the last scrape, as you can see here, was 8 seconds ago. And it's doing it every 7, and the duration is every 7 milliseconds. And the state is up, so that's great. So we're going to keep this up so you guys can see what's going on. Now that we have that running, so what we want to do next is we want to go to Grafana. So we're going to use the Grafana dashboard. So let's create a new tab, and we're going to exit out of this directory, and we're going to cd Grafana, and we're going to do Ansible playbook Grafana.yaml. Okay, so now we need to go to localhost 3000. Okay, so we're now in Grafana again. Now, if you haven't seen this, again, I will link the playlist in the description. So the password is admin. Well, the username is admin. The password is prom operator. Perfect. Now, I'm not going to save this password at all. So, I've shown this already, but basically this is our dashboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the menu, we're going to go to dashboards, and we're going to create a new dashboard. So we're going to import So we need to go to dashboard. We're going to go to imports. So let me make sure, sorry. I'm going to go back to dashboards. So what we need to do is we need to do a new import, and we're going to import our JSON file, and we're going to go to YouTube Ansible, dashboard.json, and we're going to import, and here it is. So let me give you a quick one. So we have RAM usage here, CPU usage, average response time, requests per second, pod uptime, and total requests per second. So as you can see, the pod uptime is at 100, and here are our total requests. This is the CPU usage. Again, you can see it's fluctuating a little bit, and the RAM usage is around 30 megabytes, roughly. Response time is what I expected. So I'm going to show you a little trick. So we're going to go back here. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to blink the LED many times, and I'm going to go back to Terraform, and I'm going to refresh. See that? It refreshed the requests. So as you can see, this is definitely useful if you want to learn how to use Grafana for your applications. So even despite the fact that Argo CD isn't working properly, we managed to get Grafana running on Terraform, and of course Prometheus is working properly and our application is working properly. So for now, this will be the end of the series, and thank you so much for everyone who has watched up to this point. So I will continue to release tutorials, long form tutorials, and even short demos. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.